Barthumi is a senior at San Mateo High, just down the peninsula. Woo! Peninsula represent! As the school's Green Commissioner, he's worked with Alliance for Climate Education to organize Unplugged, energy-saving competition among 4 high schools in the peninsula, and saved 334 pounds of CO2. Thank you very much. Take it away.
Hi there. I'm Shadi Barhumi. I'm 17 years old and I go to San Mateo High School. Thanks. So I've heard people say that kids don't care about climate change. No! It's not true. I'm 17. I care, and I'm not the only one. I'm not. This fall, ACE came to my school. They educated us about the importance of saving energy, the importance of being mindful about what you consume. They started this movement. At our school. I saw kids from every grade, from every race, creed, and culture. We came together. We wanted to be a part of this action team, is what we called it, that would help run this. And that's what makes this a youth movement. That's what makes this a movement of people like me and Olivia. Sorry. So, I think we can do it. I've heard adults say that they want a better future for their kids and for their grandkids. But I'm a kid. I want a better future for myself. And I think we can do it. I know we can do it. I can see a future without climate change denial, without tar sands, without Keystone XL. And I urge you, President Obama, please stop this dirty energy source. No on Keystone XL. Protect our original source of wealth and splendor, our environment. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Olivia Robinson. I go to Berkeley High. And this is my first rally. I have been in love with nature my entire life. And when I got first involved with the energy and climate movement, I was inspired by how many people from different backgrounds, from different places, wanted to preserve, protect, and enjoy this environment for us and future generations. I think it's amazing that we're all here today. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, many of you have probably heard about the plans for the new Keystone XL pipeline. They want to pump tons of expensive, toxic tar sands through our United States and possibly poison the water supply for over 2 million Americans. This sounds like a step in the wrong direction to me. We want a green future. We want better, more efficient energy sources. We want a clean environment for all of us to live in. And we want thousands of new American jobs that won't be exported. We're all here today because we're passionate about making this a life to remember, a world to remember for us, our children, and our grandchildren. And we've already made so much progress. But there is still so much we need to do. This here today is us telling our families, our world, and our government especially about what we care about what we want to see happen. You know, this is a movement that has taken decades to get recognized, but I promise it should not take decades to happen. You know, this is a revolution, a green revolution, and it's one without bloodshed. That is something to get behind. And that's why today is so important. You know, there are tens of thousands of Americans getting out today, standing up and speaking out about what they believe in. And, you know, just look around, guys. We're doing it. We're here. We're doing it, and I am proud. Thank you.
Nothing like hearing from youth to give you some faith in the future, right? Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Myers. I am the director. Hi! I'm the director of the Bay Chapter of the Sierra Club, and I'm here today to introduce Supervisor John Avalos. He is the supervisor for San Francisco's 11th district that includes the Outer Mission, Excelsior, and OMI. He is the chair of the Local Agency Formation Commission, LAFCO, and that is helping to implement a program called Clean Power SF that is going to offer San Francisco residents the choice of 100% renewable energy by the end of 2013. Pretty cool. He's also introduced a resolution urging the San Francisco Retirement Board to divest from fossil fuel companies. That's awesome. We need to do that at every level. And he also sits on the Bay Area Air Quality Management District Board and was just appointed chair of their Climate Protection Committee. Supervisor John Avalos.
This is a great rally. You're beautiful. So many of you here. Thank you for being here. My name is John Avalos. I'm on the Board of Supervisors of San Francisco, and I am following your lead on climate protection. I think about my involvement in the environmental movement going back a long ways. When I was in elementary school in the early 1970s, it was a long time ago, the modern environmental movement was just beginning. I remember my family, we had a beach towel that was the ecology flag, and we were really proud of it. We grew up believing that governments would be taking action to safeguard our air, our soil, and our water. I remember not debating, but discussing in my classroom about fossil fuels and the greenhouse gas effect and global warming. That was back in 1979. We weren't debating then. How come we've been debating that since? My generation has had an awareness of global warming, so I ask myself, how come we have gotten to the tipping point of climate crisis and calamity? Could it be the stranglehold that big money and big oil have on politics and policymakers? Consider these facts. The price of a barrel of oil, $117. The fossil fuel industry annual profits, $134 billion. Fossil fuel funding for congressional candidates, $347 million. Annual U.S. subsidies to fossil fuel producers, $12 billion. In the United States, the subsidies to fossil fuels are 4 times more than our investments in climate protection. The fact that we have dithered away 40 years of action against climate change and instead debated whether global warming was real underscores the stranglehold fossil fuels companies have on our nation. Here in California, we are the only oil-producing state that does not have an oil extraction fee. When fossil fuel corporations and fossil fuel-dependent power companies like PG&E can only see their next quarterly report, people concerned about sustaining communities, plant, and animal life on this planet must think decades ahead. We must remember the future and not forget that our actions today will affect not just our children, but generations to come. 20 years of inaction on climate change means that we need system change. There is an alternative. A democracy that's founded on an economic system and a democracy that promote sustainable communities, affordable housing, affordable universal health care, and high quality education for everyone as all components of what a healthy and clean environment should be. That's what our system should be all about. In San Francisco, we know we cannot wait for the federal government. We have taken action into our own hands. Just this year, we approved the Clean Power SF program, which will bring 100% renewable energy right to your door, to your business, if you want to have it. Do you want to have it? Because it's going to be here for you. I'm also proud to be following Seattle's lead and the work of 350.org to promote divesting from fossil fuel companies in San Francisco. In San Francisco, we have $16 billion invested in our retirement fund. $1 billion of that are investments in fossil fuel companies. We're going to pull our dollars out of those companies. But because PG&E and the fossil fuel companies have a stranglehold, even here in San Francisco, we need your help. Please write to the Board of Supervisors. Make sure that your voice is in the mix telling us to pass the resolution to divest from fossil fuel companies. And don't forget, we are the 99%. Thank you for taking the streets today. Now more than ever, we have to be warriors for our environment. Remember the future. Think generations ahead. All life is precious, and only a growing national movement and global movement for system change will make the difference. No to the fossil fuel corporate stranglehold. Yes to community. No to Keystone XL. Yes to clean water, clean soil, breathable air. Yes to life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Supervisor. It's me again, Annie Notoff with NRDC, and I have the pleasure of introducing our last guest speaker. But before I do that, could I remind folks that this is a wonderfully planned event and that takes money. So if you see people walking around with the donation pots, please throw something in there for all of us.